Hello, my name is Danielle, and I'm your host on The Caregiver's Daughter. Today we're talking about something every home care caregiver knows well. Something that sounds simple, but is anything but simple. Stepping into a stranger's home. Because home care, it's a world of its own. I've worked in assisted living homes and I've worked in home care. And let me tell you, those two are completely different planets orbiting the same sun. When I worked in assisted living homes, everything was done by the book. There were schedules, routines, and rules for rules. Shower day, assigned. Procedures, standard. One shower room, exactly like the next shower room. You could walk in with your eyes closed and still find the soap dispenser. Facilities are designed with intention. Pull chains on the wall, emergency bells, staff nearby, predictable layouts. If something goes wrong, you have backup. You have a team. You can yell, "Help!" and someone will probably hear you. Hopefully. And to give you an idea of what backup actually looks like, let me tell you about one unforgettable night shift. It was 5 a.m. One of the gentlemen pushed his call bell, so I went to check on him. He was stuck in the bathroom, so I started helping him. Mid-transfer, he suddenly went limp in my arms. I didn't know it at the time, but he was having a stroke. Right there, literally in my hands. At the same exact moment, I heard one of the other workers screaming for help down the hall. It was just the two of us on duty. Just two. So here I am, holding this man up with one arm, reaching for his wheelchair with the other, and somehow still trying to dial 911. And out of the corner of my eye, because apparently the universe wanted to throw in some extra drama, I see another resident standing outside the front door. 5 a.m., freezing cold, pajamas, just casually outside like she was going for a morning stroll. It was chaos, pure chaos. But the building itself, the layout, the equipment, the systems made all the difference. We had what we needed. We had alarms, we had space, we had protocols, and thankfully, that gentleman returned after rehab a few months later. And the wandering lady safely escorted back inside. Nights like that remind you, facilities are built to catch you when everything goes sideways. Now, home care is the exact opposite. You never know what you're going to walk into. You could walk into a spotless, beautifully organized home with every piece of adaptive equipment known to mankind, or you could walk into a home where someone needs a full assist shower and doesn't own a single safety device. No grab bars, no shower chair, nothing but determination and a slippery floor. Our caregivers are trained to transfer, to pivot, to assist safely. But the home layout, the space, the equipment, or lack of it, we have no control over that. And unlike in a facility, caregivers are usually alone. No co-workers at the end of the hall. No call bell. No, "Hey, can you give me a hand?" You are the backup. You are the team. You're it. You step into a house, take one look around, and immediately start solving puzzles like you're on a Caregiver episode of Survivor. Where's the safest place to stand? What equipment do we have? How do I make this work without making it dangerous? Every home is different. Every setup is different. Every day is different. Let me tell you a favorite example. I once cared for a woman with dementia, and her bathroom was right near the front door. Every single time she heard the bathroom door close, she thought it meant someone was leaving, and she would bolt for the exit. So there I am, just trying to use the bathroom, and suddenly I hear, "Okay, bye," followed by a sound of the door unlocking. So I learned, out of sheer survival, to use the restroom with the door open, wide open. Now that takes skill. A special kind of ninja-level maneuvering to keep my privacy and keep her safety inside the living room. Her family was grateful. I deserved an award. This is home care. You adapt. You invent strategies. You MacGyver your way through the day. And while every home is different, every layout is unique, and every shift brings a new challenge, the most important thing we can remember is this. We're guests in someone's home. This is their sanctuary, their comfort, their memories, their routines. They have every right to keep their space the way they want it. As caregivers, we walk this fine line between recommending changes for safety and respecting personal choice. For example, my grandmother swears by vinegar. Vinegar for cleaning everything. Mirrors, floors, counters. If vinegar can touch it, she's cleaning it with vinegar. And who am I to tell her no? That's her home, her choice, her comfort. If I don't prefer it, I can put on gloves and move on. But on the other end of that line, if a choice is harmful, unsafe, or puts the client in danger, that's when we speak up. That's when we call family, the office, or a nurse. That's when we intervene. Because our job isn't to control their home, it's to help them remain as independent and safe as possible within their home. And that balance, that awareness is what makes home caregivers so exceptional. So the next time you walk into a stranger's home as a caregiver, remember, you are entering sacred space. You're stepping into their world, and even when the layout is strange, the equipment is missing, and you have to use the restroom with the door open just to keep someone from escaping, your presence there matters. Home care requires creativity, respect, flexibility, and heart, and caregivers bring all that with them every single day. I'm Danielle, and this has been The Caregiver's Daughter. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for the incredible work that you do.